guys, this is Arm Productions, aka 4673, and I'm back in Autumn's Journey Part 13. I skipped a couple of frames, I'm sorry. But anyways, it's summer vacation now. This is Friday, and from today on, I have fucking 6 weeks of freedom and loneliness. So yeah. So, yeah, cool stuff. Let's just go. I gripped my badge worryingly. Then, the mission would be considered a failure. However, this is more important right now. Are you sure? I mustered a smile to reassure him. A minor setback, you can count on me, Kerr. We need some sort of distraction without resorting to brute force. We exchanged blank stares, and I realized that neither of us could prepare a proper plan. We both sighed at a loss. Ilmari could probably come up with something. Right, leave it to us. He'll devise a tactic. His eyes perked up as he angled his chin in the direction of the carriage. They're gathering everyone. You should head back. Of course. Thanks for looking for me, Karen. Surprisingly, he leaned in and gave me a friendly headbutt. Be careful. I will. I stood up and brushed up the dirt off my knees before assembling with the other knights. I felt bad deceiving the knights, but it was the only way to know if the Copperhill dragon remains. Please, just be normal, Cargo. I slowly moved closer to the carriage, and eventually it let it pass as I pretended to guard the rear. I would need to position myself optimally. The air around me cooled, and I shivered as the temperature dropped rapidly. A mist emerged from the ground and soon enshrouded us. Many of the knights paused as the carriage slowed down. Fuck it this time. But it was clear just a second ago. A loud roar followed. A knight was swiftly rammed into the side and vanished into the mist, causing the others to panic. Was it a ghost? Whoa, effective. Swords were drawn, and the knights formed a tightly knit group to defend themselves. I took this opportunity to dash to the carriage and open the door. I heard a tut followed by a scream. Dervishri huddled in the seat, and I barged in, tucking his arm. It's not safe here. You need to get out of here now. Out of the corner of my eyes, I spied the box on the floor. I yanked on Dervishri's arms, and he virtually got out. As soon as he was outside, I dived inside and shut the door. Hey! Sorry! I snatched up the box and proceeded to exit out the other side. Or tried until I realized the doors were locked from the inside. Fuck! Oh my god, I'm scared. These doors falling in. Oh my god. Plan, wooden barriers pushed up, nearly smacking. Alright, I slipped out. Sorry again. He saw that I had the back of his eyes wide. Traitor thief! I ducked and darted out of the carriage, alarming the horses, and headed straight into the thickest part of the mist. I could hear the knights scrambling to find me as the Dervishi screamed orders at them. Heart pounding, I increased the distance between us. The mist started to clear, and I reached a steep stone slope. I momentarily looked down, then glanced back as I heard more clamors. I jumped down, my body slightly angled. I staggered awkwardly as I landed, not trying to hit a tree or wood. Did I get away? And the others? Remembering that I still had this box, I knelt down and hastily unlatched it. Opened and inhaled sharply. Inside were beautiful long objects that resembled shale with emeralds sheen. They were exactly like Curseus. Underneath were hardened stones of beautiful growths and ridges. Scale? This is bad. And it was possible this wasn't a one-time delivery. The first carriage had also carried dragon remains. They could be a full-fledged underground trading route. How long had this been going on? How did the knights not know? Wouldn't they check its contents? Unless I shut the box, pushing it underneath a strap for now before standing up. I would have to inform Colonel Mary. Before I could take... Oh my god. An earth erupted at last. Fishy ripped at my feet, causing me to fall back. Ah! Showered in dirt, I coughed and trembled, uncontrollably able to stand up. Not so reckless now, are you? Dervish stood plenty of paces away, his tan appearance replaced by sinister confidence. How did you... Casually resting on his shoulder was a mace decorated with spikes that... Yeah, okay. Glamorous flattery, I unsteadily got up. You'll be surprised how much power dragon bones can grant you. Oh. Everything is permeated with magic, even long after they die. Why are you doing this? Why are you delivering these? Who are you delivering these remains to? He snorted and rolled his eyes. Please, I'm not going to explain everything just because you asked. Just return the box and you'll be left alone. Now where did you put it? I sheathed my sword and widened my stance, hoping not to falter now. I'm not handing it over! Pity, I hate searching. Lifting the mace, he slammed it onto the ground. Another chest and opened up and I screamed, my body paralyzed by every regression. It was then I heard a loud creak. Behind me, I glanced up in terror. One of the trees had become unstable as it groaned and started to lean heavily. Davis pointed at the mace and in front. Move, and the next attack will crush you. I suddenly stood up, but stayed in the place. My leg felt so weak I probably couldn't walk even if I tried. The sound of footsteps was heard and I prayed it was my friends. Shit. Instead, 4 of the original 7 knights joined the division. They glanced at each other hesitantly, obviously baffled by the situation, but obediently aligned themselves before the knight. She's the one who ran off with the goods. I don't know who she is, but who she's working for, but since she's refusing to corroborate, give it back and we won't hold this action against you. Wait, I'm not betraying anyone. That box had dragon remains. It's forbidden to remove them. Their souls can't return to. Be quiet. We know what we're delivering, and that's just some silly superstition. Superstition? What are you doing? Something to dragonkind? Are you KIT? Why are you disobeying orders? Do you want to throw away your chance to become a full knight? One of the other knights sighed and tried speaking to me more gently. Don't you think you're being too impulsive here? You're obviously young and a lot of pressure to your name. Don't do something rash and tarnish Argent Valley's reputation with your disloyalty. Oh. It's our duty as knights to carry out our mission with the guild and client's best interest in mind. Not if it's wrong! No. What I'm doing is important. This is for both Dragonkind and Heavenkind's sake. I'm not surrendering those remains. Sensing my resolve would not yield, the knights brandished their weapons at me. Then I'll just report to the guild that you got caught in an unfortunate accident. Smirking, Devishi slammed his weapon into the ground 2 more times. Each shock washed over me, rendering me motionless. There was an ear-splitting crack as the tree began to topple. Ilmary's desperate rise suddenly shifted into a growl and a large turquoise body sailed over me. A section of Ilmary's long neck slammed into the thick trunk as he halted at its foot. His tail thrashed as he roared, straining against its weight. Ilmary was a water dragon. He couldn't move on land effectively, and he had essentially pinned himself to protect me. Ilmary! His large face turned to me. His expression was unreadable in dragon form, but even I could sense his concern. I'm fine, and you were right about what the box contained. The knight seemed to worry, but baffled by the dragon's presence. Slay the dragon! Consider this out to be self-defense, and you will be paid tenfold for its corpse. Don't be scared. Look how helpless it is. Ilmary snarled, but his only weapons was his teeth and tail, and he was immobile. He couldn't transform back either, since he was risking being flattened by the tree. What was Kerr? I altered my stance, inviting the knights to take me out. With numbers on their side, they advanced towards me until one of the more important ones broke from their position. I dashed forward, swinging my sword, and it met the first knight. She parried and thrust her sword forward. I sidestepped, but I had to duck as the next sword over me. The knights are supposed to fight 1-on-1. Ah! I spun around and kicked the next man in the back of the knee. I knew I was dealing with warriors more experienced than me. Maybe I could hold my own individual fight, but my minor victory was short-lived when I felt a hot pain in my left arm. I hissed in pain, realizing that I'd received a shallow cut from the blade. Blood trickled down my elbow. That moment of hesitation left me open, and I barely blocked another attack. The axemen and swordsmen were overwhelming me, and I frantically tried to keep them at bay. With each swing, their weapon grew dangerously closer, and each blow something of my sword arm. There was a second crimson spray of steel into my torso when I cried out. Ilmary's roar was deafening, and suddenly the axeman was hit with a full blast of water, causing him to topple over. Hurriedly, stay near me! His guttural voice startled me, and I had no idea he could talk in his dragon form. Looking back, I saw Ilmary, who was urgently stretching his neck out in an attempt to shield me, his fangs fully bared. I retreated closer to him as my 3 opponents surrounded me. One sprinted towards Ilmary, who was focused on another knight, aiming his sword at the dragon's neck. No! I blocked his attack, trying to buckle under the strain, forcing my whole weight forward. I managed to push him back. Finally! How can you be so long? I heard swift footsteps, and the knight I was fighting suddenly flew back from a hasty punch. Kerr! He flashed me a confident grin. Sorry, was preoccupied with a few others. There will be no reinforcements after this. 2 down, 3 to go, including Deveshi. Kirk glanced back and spotted Ilmari, and his face flickered in pain. I gestured to the merchant and his mates. Kerr, stop it now! That weapon causes earthquakes. Kerr charged ahead, but was blocked by the swordsman, the other knight, who possessed a flail focused on me. Although the flail range was short, its battering power was enough to make me worry. As I dodged an attack, I stepped back and my foot found nothing but air. Nearly tumbling, I dived to the side, avoiding falling into the chasm and leaving me rolling. Before I could roll away, the dirt beside me burst in as a steel ball slammed down inches from my head. Discarding my sword, I grabbed the chain before the knight could raise his weapon and wrenched it out of his grip. He stumbled towards me as I rotated on my back. With a well-aimed kick to his stomach, he staggered back. I quickly retrieved my sword and scrambled up. Desperate, he bolted for his weapon, but a strong stream of water from Ilmari caused him to tumble into the chest. Shit! Kerr had already something his opponent, leaving only Deveshi, who had retreated enough to be out of Ilmari's attack range. We caught up to him. If you cast aside your weapon, no one will get hurt. Were you simply following orders? If you turned in, you were the one who stole the merchant's goods. There's no penalty for possessing dragon remains. The other knights will report what happened, and you'll be stripped of your rank. And he recklessly slammed his mace into the ground, unsympathetic to the unconscious or wounded knights around him. Terrified, I dropped my sword as I knelt down, resisting the urge to cry out. Ilmari roared as the tremor caused the tree to abrade painfully against his scales. Kerr was unfazed and bound forward. Deveshi could launch another. Before Deveshi could launch another assault, Kerr's first fist met his cheek. The merchant went flying, and his body slammed and tumbled against the hard terrain. On his knees, Deveshi threw a fit and repeatedly pounded to the ground with the mace. Every strike resounded and increased the tremor's intensity. Stop it if you keep that up! Kerr had leapt away before the ground nearly swallowed him up. Deep fissures appeared and split, causing the ground to distort. Loose dirt rained down from the steeper slopes, and it was the entire bridge. Like a spider swept on the ground around Deveshi, suddenly groaned and heaved. I couldn't move. I could only watch helplessly. Wait! The merchant gawked and slipped back, but Kerr caught him just before he vanished into the near gaping raft. The mace slipped from his grip, disappearing into darkness, giving one final tremor. Kerr forcibly threw Deveshi into solid ground. I slowly regained my balance, but I was determined to remain strong. Deveshi crumbled to the dirt in a supine position, and I instantly pointed my blade at his exposed neck. It's over. You're nothing without that weapon, so just get lost. His forehead was beaded with sweat, and he nodded feebly. All of his fight was gone. You're going to let him go? He used dragon remains for a weapon. Disgusting. I'm not going to kill him. An Argent Valerie is aware of what's going on. They would probably protect him. Then, who could I turn to? Deveshi wriggled out from under my sword and tried to make a hasty withdrawal. Yes. Kerr simply punched his legs out. A little extreme there. He not only tried to kill us, but he put his own men in danger. I should just ask Ilmari to eat him. I don't think he'd agree to that. A distressed roar caught our attention. Oh yeah, Ilmari. Oh, speaking of him, Ilmari! Forgetting about the merchant, we hurried back to where Ilmari was. Kerr surveyed the situation and ran over under the trunk, positioning himself close to Ilmari's neck. You really don't do well on land. Ilmari hissed, unamused by Kerr's comment. With a heavy hoist, Kerr pushed over the trunk with an exceptional strength. Mist formed around him. As the tree crashed back to the ground, I scrambled to Ilmari's side. He was kneeling down, moaning. Ilmari, are you okay? That was so reckless! I'll be fine. My neck is going to be sore for a week. He was on the verge of tears. What about you? Those injuries, I couldn't stop them. Sobbing, he clung onto me, burying his head into my shoulder. I'm so sorry. I was useless. That was the best I could do. I patted his back reassuringly. I have to end the episode here. See you in the next one. All the action's over. Yay. Bye.